Hey guys, welcome and/or welcome back to my channel where the makeup and sass keeps you coming back for more. Today we're going to be diving into this really fun, bright, colorful makeup tutorial that I did with the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place. This is my first time purchasing anything from the company, so I just really wanted to have fun and give you guys a really cool look for the springtime. So be sure to stay tuned so you can see what happens. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So, per usual, I'm starting out with my eyes. I've already done one eye off camera. I'm going to jump into this yellow color and put that all over my crease using this Morphe brush. Can't remember the name of it, but if you need to know, just ask me and I'll find out. I'm just going to keep putting this yellow color and building up the intensity. This was really pretty yellow, so pigmented. These shadows did not disappoint, and they definitely lived up to the hype of the company. Next, I'm going to be going in with this orange shade there and putting that a little bit lower than the yellow in my crease and just blending that in. Again, I am using another Morphe brush. I've been really obsessed with Morphe brushes lately because they sell them at Ulta, and I've been finding some really good ones. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep blending that into my crease until I get the desired shade that I want. Next, we're going to be dipping into this lovely purple shade here in the palette using this NYX blending brush. And I'm just going to pack that into my outer V and deepen the crease of my makeup look right now. This shade was one of the harder ones to work with. I had to like pack it on to build up the intensity, but it did end up building up really nicely. So I'm not going to fault it too much. So I'm just going to keep going back and forth with packing and doing circular blending motions in order to get this to look the way that I want it to. Next, I'm going to be going into the purple shade with a smaller detailer brush. This one's from Morphe as well, so that I could pack on this color a little bit more and build up my crease to be a little bit more precise so that when I cut it, I have that definition up there. So that's just what I'm doing with this smaller brush. Next, I'm just going back in with that bigger fluffy brush just to make sure that everything is nice and blended out into the original two colors that we used. So you should have something that looks like this. Now I'm going to use my MAC concealer in order to cut my crease. This is usually the hardest part of any cut creases, but just take your time and work slowly with your eye shape. I have really hooded eyes, so for me, I have to really take my time and build up how high I want this cut crease to be. But I do really like cut creases because they make my eyes look way bigger than they are, which is definitely appreciated. So if you struggle with cut creases, just keep going with it and you will get there eventually. Now to put on top of our cut crease area, I'm going to use that pinky shade that was in the Zulu palette. I do really like this shade because it looks pink, but it has like gold reflexes like in certain lighting. Like you'll see throughout this video as I move how my lid shade kind of changes. It's really cool and I really like it. Now I'm just going back in with that smaller brush just to blend out that shimmer into the purple. I now am going to attempt to do a winged liner with this L'Oreal Infallible Paint eyeliner in the shade white. I thought white would be a nice contrast for this look. However, this eyeliner is not meant to go on top of colorful eyeshadows because it basically just picked up the eyeshadow color and turned into that color, and it just gave me a really difficult time, and I had to keep going back to fix this with several different products. Moving on to our face, I'm going to be priming with my L'Oreal Infallible Matte Primer. I just found this primer at the drugstore and it's amazing! If you don't have this, you have to go get it. If you have oily skin, you have to go get it. It's so great. I love it so much. And I'm also going to be going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I'm in the shade 112 Cocoa, and I'm just going to blend this out with this brush that we will not name who it's by. So yeah, let's just continue. This shade does look a little too dark for me right now, but it's because I haven't gotten my summer tan on, and this is a foundation that I tend to use in the summer because of how matte and amazing it is. It literally is like the best summer foundation ever. For concealer, I'm going to be using my favorite ColourPop concealer in the shade Deep Golden 66, I believe. This is an old shade name. They do have a new shade name for it, so please don't quote me because I don't know what the new one is. But I absolutely love this concealer. It's like the best thing that ever hit my life. And now I'm just going to blend all of this out with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. After blending out that concealer, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Peach Perfect setting powder. I did do a review on this Sex on the Peach collection, and I love this powder. It's so great, so finely milled, just settles right into the skin and does a really good job at setting my under eye and making it look really, really nice and blurred. Very, very good primer. And also be sure to check out that video so you can see my opinions on all the other products in this Too Faced Peachy collection that they came out with. Up next to contour, I'm going to be using my ABH Contour Powder Kit. This is also something that I feel like doesn't get that much love from me, but I've been trying to love it a little bit more lately. Just a little bit more. I'm just using that middle shade to contour my face, and I'm using this small Sephora brush that I got in December with their VIB Rouge Christmas gift, I think. I really do like the color of this contour. I think it's so nice because it has a little bit of bronzing effect as well. But I'm still going to bronze, so there's that. I'm just doing a little bit of contour to my nose. I don't like to contour my nose too much, which is why I usually just use the same brush to just roughly contour it, nothing too major. To bronze my face, I'm going to use the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Maui Nights. Again, I say if you're someone of color, you definitely need this bronzer in your life because it's so beautiful, so, so pretty. Up next, we're going to be going in with blush. I also got the Juvia's Place Saharan 2 blush palette, and I'm just using that peachy blush shade to put on my cheeks. No idea what the name is right now, but it will be listed down below per usual. And to highlight our cheeks, I'm going to be using the highlighter shade in there as well to highlight these cheekbones. It is kind of a subtle shade that also has like a gold reflex. It looks pink, but on my cheeks it looks gold, and it was a really, really beautiful color, and I liked it a lot. Now we're moving on to our under eye. I'm going to just take this NYX Jumbo pencil. I think this is the one in the shade Milk. This is so old, but I just figured I'd give it some use today. And put that in my waterline just so we can match the attempted white liner at the top. And then I'm going to take the pink shade from the Zulu palette and just run that underneath my lower lash line. That's really all that I'm going to do to my lower lash line because the top of the eye was so extra. I didn't want to do too much to the bottom eye as well. But I'm really liking this so far. Then to highlight my inner corners, I'm going to use that same highlighter shade from the Saharan 2 blush palette to highlight my inner corner tear duct thingies, whatever you want to call this. This shade really matched what was on the lid. Now I've got my eyelashes on. These are the Demi Wispies from Ardell. I'm going to line my lips with my MAC Chestnut liner. Love this liner. Black girl staple. If you don't have it, what are you doing? On top of this liner, I'm going to add the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade 20. I absolutely love this lip combination. And so guys, this wraps up the look. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.